Good afternoon. My name's Greg Wersal, and I can't tell you, it's really beautiful here. I just saw Jackie 2 days ago up in Grand Rapids, right? And then I went from there across the state of Minnesota to ended yesterday in Thief River Falls, and now I'm here. And I'm trying to tell everyone that, look, you're here because Dave Thompson is running for the legislature, and Mark Buesgens is running for the legislature, and we have Tom Emmer running for governor. And I want you to focus just for a second on what happened to the people in Arizona, because they actually elected people to their legislature and they elected people to their governorship. The legislature passed a bill and the governor signed it, but it wasn't enough. And the people of California did an extraordinary thing. They actually passed a constitutional amendment. And again, it wasn't enough. And in each of those instances, it wasn't enough because a judge became the final policy maker and the final decision maker and stepped in and stopped what the people wanted. Ladies and gentlemen, we can win the governorship, we can win the legislature, but if we ignore the judiciary, we can still lose. That's why I'm running. I realized that there was a problem 15 years ago, but let's face it, you and I know the problem goes back even beyond that. I said we had to find a way to hold judges accountable, and I started trying to change an election system that made absolutely no sense. And in 2002, we won a case in front of the U.S. Supreme Court so that judicial candidates could state their views on legal and political issues. And in 2005, we won another case so that judicial candidates could personally solicit campaign funds and also seek party endorsement. Now, what some of you don't know is what happened in response. What happened in response is that the Minnesota Supreme Court created another rule. They love to create rules. The new rule was that judicial candidates could personally solicit campaign funds, but only if there were 20 people in the audience. Now, I want you to know that before they adopted that rule, I went to a hearing in front of the Minnesota Supreme Court, and I told them this rule is going to be unconstitutional. I want you to understand that the rule, as written, would have said that if I wanted to ask my spouse for money, I'd have had to bring 19 more people into the home. Well, that's insanity, right? It's of course insanity. So now we had to fight another case in federal court, and that rule was struck down this year, July 29th. And since that rule's been struck down, my ability to raise funds has gone dramatically up. And we're raising the funds that are necessary to run a statewide campaign. Now, I want you to understand what we've done is we've established an election system where none existed just 10 years ago, even 5 years ago. We've got it where candidates can raise money, where they can seek a party endorsement, and they can state their views. The judges want to stop this. They want to stop it so bad that they're even trying to push a constitutional amendment that would take away your right to vote for judges. We are this close, ladies and gentlemen, to winning. What I need you to do is two things. The first is I need you to tell all your friends, all your relatives, that if they don't want to lose their right to vote, then they need to go with you this fall, November 2nd, and when they vote and flip over that ballot, they need to look for that word incumbent next to the judge's name, and then vote for the other guy. All right? Tell them all to vote for the other guy. The second thing you can do for me is, before you leave today, I want you to grab one of these envelopes. Heidi is here. She's going to help me. She'll have some. You take these home. You stuff them full of money. And then you mail them in, okay? Thank you very much. You guys all have a great day.